If you look at the chart of silver on the 4 hours time frame, I love to use 4 hours time frame and the 15-minute time frame for my entry. So on the 4 hours time frame right now, if you pay attention to the trend where the price is heading to, the direction of the market, and one of the things that will help you is to understand the historical data. If you understand where the price is coming from, the information from the historical data like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, or few months ago, it will help you to analyze, predict what is going to happen in the future, whether the price will continue the bullish market or the price will change direction and start trending to the downside. If you pay attention to the historical data on the chart of silver on the 4 hours time frame, price started journeying at the support zone, then price gave us high here, a new low, and at the second low you can also spot the presence of this inverse head and shoulder. Inverse head and shoulder is a bullish reversal chart pattern that represents the heavy presence of buyers in the market. Whenever you spot this pattern, just relax. Don't trade against it. Keep on looking for buy opportunity to the upper side. This inverse head and shoulder gave us this new trend to the upper side, whereby price gave us low, high, another higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now being able to solve the problem one, which is the trend, and the trend on silver plan, we have uptrend market on the silver chart. The second step is to find two higher lows during this bullish market condition. If you pay attention to the price, we have a lot of higher lows. We have first low here, we have another 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 low here. Among all these lows, which one are we going to use right now? So let's try to experiment by using the third step, which is trend line. If we use week to week trend line approach, if we connect it from here to this place, you can see that this trend line is no longer valid because price already invalidated it, then bought to the upper side. Let us try to use the second low from this low to the next week of this higher low. If you extend it to the future, you can see that the price already invalidated it to the downside, then price bought. Let us try this low. If you use this low here, you can see that the price came back, invalidated it, then bought again. Let us try the next one, right? This one is a perfect example, right? Which is very, very clean. We have our first low, then the second week of this higher low. So we have a perfect uptrend line right now. The fourth step right now is to exercise a lot of patience. No matter how perfect your strategy is, if you lack patience, markets will always use you as exit liquidity in the market. I love to exercise a lot of patience, and I also love to follow my plan, my blueprint all the time, because I'm a blueprint Forex trader. I have to exercise a lot of patience right now and wait for price to come back and mitigate this trend line the third time. Sometimes it can take hours, it can take days or weeks. The most important thing, exercise a lot of patience and wait for the price to mitigate this trend line the third time. Then the last step on the list is 15-minute time frame for our entry. I love to use 15-minute time frame to execute this trend line trading system. If I'm using 4 hours time frame to establish my directional bias, 15-minute time frame is going to be my entry time frame. Let's get down to a 15-minute time frame to execute this trade. On the 15-minute time frame, you can see that the price gave us a formation of double top around this zone, and double top represents presence of sellers in the market, right? And is a bearish reversal chart pattern, and price invalidated the neckline of this double top. If you want to look at the price on 15-minute time frame from another angle, price already established a bearish market because it was a bullish market, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then price gave us equal high, then price changed the structure to the downside to give us a new lower low. Now price is about to give us a new lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high until the price mitigate this trend line the third time. Before I forget, if you enjoyed the information I'm sharing in this video and you are interested to be part of our community on Telegram where we give out profitable weekly signals and market insights, you can click on the link in the description and be part of the community. Let's play the candlesticks and see what the price will offer us on this trade. Now price is giving us lower highs, right? The structure that represents the presence of sellers in the market, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then a new lower low to the down side. So let's keep on playing the candlesticks and exercise a lot of patience. The most important thing is no signal, no entry. We have to wait. Sometimes it can take hours or days before the price mitigates the trend line. We just have to wait. We just have to wait. Let's keep on playing the candlesticks. Now the price is kind of ranging around this zone. You know, there is a consolidation zone here. If price break out, is going to go back to this minor resistance on the 15-minute time frame, and if price break it to the downside, that means price will mitigate this trend line the third time. Let's keep on playing the candlesticks. Now price broke above it, right, and price bought to this resistance here. Let's still wait and see if the price will come back and mitigate this trend line the third time. Now price is coming back. You know, you can see that the price is reacting at this minor resistance on the 15-minute time frame. So we don't have any business with this resistance. We only have business, you know, at this trend line touch zone. Let's keep on playing the candlesticks. Right, let's see what the price will offer us. Price is coming back to our zone right now. I think it's, yeah, finally the price mitigated our trend line third touch zone. One thing you will notice is weak rejection at the bottom of the candlesticks, and whenever you spot this weak rejection at the bottom of the candlesticks, is a sign that buyers are warming up to take charge of the market. That doesn't mean you should execute immediately. You just have to wait for more confirmation, more confluences before you execute your trade in the market. Paying attention to the formation of the candlestick pattern, we can see indecision candlestick right now. This indecision candlestick means that between the buyers and the sellers, no one is in charge of the market. After the indecision candlesticks, we have a strong bullish engulfing candlestick, which is going to be my entry confirmation, my final entry confirmation. You know, if you are familiar with reversal candlestick pattern, you will understand that bullish engulfing candlestick pattern is a strong reversal candlestick pattern. If you spot this pattern at the PO high, execute it without hesitation. This candlestick engulfed the whole body of this bearish candlestick, and we have, you know, the closing price zone around this place, which is going to be my entry. I'm going to use it here, then I will place my stop loss below this place. You know, I love to give my stop loss breathing space, right, between the wick here and my stop loss price zone. I want to see enough breathing space. You know, I've seen a lot of traders making these huge mistakes. You know, they love to place their trend line, you know, at this bottom of the wick, very close to this wick. You know, if you continue like this, price will always use your money as exit liquidity. But I love to, you know, allow a little space, a breathing space between this wick and my stop loss price zone. Then I want to target a minimum ratio 1 to 2 risk to reward, right? Or I target the final resistance that caused this retracement. This was the resistance that led to this retracement to this trendline touch zone. Let's pay attention to the candlesticks and see if the price will mitigate our take profit level zone. After executing this trade, by using this bullish engulfing at the trendline touch zone, right? There was another massive gap after the formation of these bullish candlesticks here. This was a very healthy bullish candlestick that represents every presence of buyers in the market, and it was as a result of this paying bar here, or you can call it hammer. Look at the weak rejection at the bottom of this candlestick here. This is a hammer, this is another indecision candlestick. After this formation of this candlestick that represents presence of buyers in the market, the next candlestick was a very healthy bullish candlestick pattern. Then after this bullish candlestick, there was another huge gap between this candlestick here and another candlestick. Don't worry, gap is part of the price action. The most important thing is to follow the blueprint I'm showing you guys in this video. Let us continue to play the price action. You can see the price already gave us a ratio 1 to 2 risk to reward. If you want to target the final resistance of 5, or if you want to take a partial profit here, you can take a partial profit. Then you move your stop loss above your entry. You carry your stop loss here, right? Stop loss price, and adjust it at the top of your entry price level so that you can protect your profit or protect your risk after you have taken a partial profit. So if you want to take a partial profit here, go ahead and do that. Or if you want to wait for price to mitigate the final resistance, you can go ahead and do so. But most of the time, I don't wait for price to mitigate my final take profit before I exit the market. Once price give me a minimum of ratio 1 to 2 risk to reward, I get out of the market. But let's experiment what is going to happen. But most of the time, if you don't pay attention to this blueprint I'm using in this video, price will just be using your money as liquidity in the market. So finally, the price matched our take profit level on silver. This system, you can apply it in any market. The most important thing, it must be during a trending market. The price must be trending. If the price is not trending, don't apply it. It works well when the price is trending, either a bullish market condition or a bearish market condition. All right, welcome to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the information I shared in this video, I would really appreciate your support by liking this video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on the notification button so that YouTube algorithm can keep recommending this video to more struggling traders out there looking for possible ways to become profitable trader. And also, if you are interested to be part of my community on Telegram, where I give out profitable signals every week and market insights, you can click on the link in the description and be part of the community. And I will see you next time.